My mother-in-law and sister-in-law thought it was the ultimate prank to record themselves calling me a gold digger and a baby trapper, then play it at my baby shower. So, I snapped and pranked them back by revealing their family secrets in front of everyone. So I'm 27, 7 months pregnant, and my mother-in-law and sister-in-law recently hosted a baby shower for me, about a week ago. My mother-in-law Donna, 55, and my sister-in-law Erica, 30, don't like me for a couple of reasons. My husband Thomas, 30, married me about a year ago, and I quit my job after that because I wanted to be a stay-at-home wife. It wasn't that I didn't want to work. I'd just been working for a really long time and I needed a break. I'd been working ever since I was 16 and didn't stop until I had a ring on my finger, and only when Thomas told me that he'd be okay with me staying at home. My dad passed away when I was 12 from a cardiac arrest, and after that, it was just me and my mother. My mother was a waitress at the local diner and money was tight, so I had to start working part-time at 16 and then full-time once I was done with high school. I didn't even get to go to college, but, thankfully, I worked in sales and I was decent at my job, so I was able to bring home enough income for my mother and I to get by. It was through work that I met Thomas. We hit it off at a conference and the rest is history. Unfortunately, while my life story of rags to riches might seem fascinating to most people, my mother-in-law and sister-in-law do not agree and think that I am a gold digger. Thomas was a branch manager at his firm and worked in a much higher position than me when I first met him, but that was not what drew me to him. I've never been able to explain to Donna and Erica that his bank balance had nothing to do with my love for him, and I would have married him even if he was a pauper. I knew that they would never accept me. So I didn't even try to impress them or win them over, and that just made me even more unpopular with them. In short, they didn't like me and I didn't try to make them, so we just never got along. But after I announced my pregnancy, the two of them suddenly started showing an interest in my life, and I guess that was because I was carrying Thomas' future child. Because otherwise they would avoid talking to me as much as they could and would only be civil to me out of courtesy. They started being very helpful and kind to me after the pregnancy announcement, and Thomas believed that they were finally warming up to me, but I could tell that something fishy was going on. It was just my sixth sense. I couldn't bring myself to fully trust them, but after a couple of months, when they still hadn't said or done anything cruel to me, I started to believe that maybe they were actually trying to make amends for all the digs and insults in the past, implying that I was a gold digger and I was with Thomas just for his money. So I started trusting them and thought of them as my well-wishers, which they most certainly are not. A couple of weeks ago, they asked me if I was okay with them hosting a baby shower for me. They had established enough trust with me, so I green-lit it and even provided them with a list of guests I wanted to be invited to my baby shower. My mother wanted to be involved in the planning, but Donna and Erica told her that they'd got it and that she didn't need to worry about anything. I guess I should have known right then that there was something weird going on, but I didn't suspect anything. I figured that they just wanted it to be a surprise for me, so they didn't want my mother to be involved.